Welcome back, everyone, to Star Trek Online. I'm your host, the Housecoat Gamer, and today we're taking a look at the Premonition-Class. The Premonition is a bit of an enigma in Federation history, for the vessel first showed up shortly after the Dominion War, from an alternate future, where the Federation was conquered by the Borg Collective and a clone of Jean-Luc Picard, who became the new Locutus of Borg. The vessel, under the command of Captain Thaddeus Deming, managed to prevent this timeline from coming to be, and subsequently went back to his own time. Though, judging from the, time stream, he might have just gone back to the bad future. Regardless, the Premonition was studied, repaired, and 30 years later, cloned, creating this thing for Starfleet to use, incorporating a new set of technologies, including the almighty Gemini device, which clones any starship that's hit by a Taurus of doom. Very fun. Almost broken in Armada. Recently, this ship was added only a couple of weeks ago. And I know what you're all thinking. If he just got the bundle, why is his Zen count still at 7,500? Doesn't he grind for these boats? Did he finally give in and just buy the bundle? Actually, no. Funny story, I got my hands on this thing using T6 100% off coupons. Bugs are bugs, and bugs are kinda awesome like that. Then again, it might have been intentional. I don't care. Either way, I have the ship. I will still get the bundle and its associated items at a much later date. Now, first, let's discuss the design of the ship. Obviously, it is somewhat faithful to the original design. However, the deflector has been changed completely. Instead of being a blue disc and basically just looking like a sovereign with a pod, now it has some Vesta elements, especially in the deflector dish here. Now, I know someone's gonna go, doesn't look like a Vesta. Go look at the Vesta model. Especially with the shuttle bay. Now let's get into stats. Unfortunately, the Premonition, despite having the best model out of the bundle, it's a science ship, specifically a science Spearhead with a 4-3 layout, 4 forward, 3 aft. It's basically a clone of the refit Crossfield class, minus the cloaking device, in terms of base stats. Its console, its bridge station layout, however, is significantly different. Universal Lieutenant Commander Temporal, Lieutenant Commander Tactical, Lieutenant Engineering, Commander Science Temporal, and an Ensign Science station. I've had some fun with the boat, but I haven't unlocked the trait yet. So I'm just going to presume this is akin to the Armada ability, where it's active and goes, "Hi, foop." Again, I've had some fun, but I haven't traded it yet, because I have a distinct hatred of science ships. Again, I'm not a science captain. I prefer shooting things to death. Or being the death brick, being next to impossible to kill, while weathering the storm. That said, I do know one thing about this ship. The Gemini device. Now imagine if you could do that to a player, particularly an extremely high DPS one. Hi. I'm going to target you with the Gemini device. Hold still. Oh, now there's two of you, with duplicated stats. I can understand why that would be somewhat game-breaking. And of course, its passive is plus 20 exotic damage, so radiation and all that. Is it worth getting? As someone who has played Armada and really enjoys the fact that they added some elements instead of just copy-pasting it, oh god, do I enjoy it. That said, it's a science ship, and you know my opinion of science boats. They're more meant for buffing and debuffing and all that. Again, I'm more of a shoot things and be done with it person. So, that's the Premonition in a nutshell. I like the design. I don't like the fact that it's a science spearhead. But hey, it could have been worse. It could have been just a straight port. We'll be discussing those in a minute. Or at least, as soon as I'm done making this vid. Housecoat Gaming, signing off.